Growing up was stressful. I didn't have the kind of support that most kids take for granted. The cringy mom that's asking annoying questions in the pickup lane. Mom that asks you 12 times if you brushed your teeth, if you took your vitamins, tell you it's bedtime. One of those moms that drives you nuts. I craved that growing up. I always felt like I was missing something, like I wasn't worthy of being loved, like there was something wrong with me. As a very young child, I struggled with depression and those awful, terrible, dark thoughts that we all pray our kids never think. I was confused. I just wanted my mom. I hurt all the times. I was so lost, wondering where she was and why she couldn't just be normal. Why wasn't I enough for her to want to show up and stay? I craved attention. I wanted to make everyone around me happy. I wanted to make them laugh. I wanted to be recognized. I wanted to feel like I mattered. But deep down, I felt like I was destined to fail. I thought maybe I wasn't destined to do big things. Looking back, I don't think I even gave myself the opportunity to think about big things. Then in my late teens, I got in an unhealthy relationship that shattered me even more. I became an even more broken version of myself. But looking back on it, I see something now that I couldn't see then. Every single painful moment shaped me. Every time I felt alone, every time I doubted myself, every time I felt like I wasn't enough, I was actually getting stronger. It was giving me the strength I would need in the future, that I would learn to develop. We definitely don't realize it at the time, but I was becoming the woman I am today, slowly. She was in there. She was buried under all that pain, but she was in there just waiting. As I look back on all of this and dissect and analyze patterns, just really sit back and think about it, I realized that even when I was at my lowest, even as a broken, hurting child, teenager, 20s, I realized I could do hard things. I had to. Nobody else was going to do them for me. I am the product of high school dropouts. My parents were 17 when I was born. My dad waived his rights to me. My stepdad later adopted me, which I'm grateful for. He's my dad. My biological parents put addiction before me. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but it happened. I grew up always knowing I was not their priority, but that doesn't mean that I can't be my own. And I love my mom. I've always loved my mom. But the biggest thing I've learned from her is how I refuse to be. And I knew, contrary to popular belief, that I would graduate high school. I would graduate college. I would be an incredible, present mom that fiercely loves her children and keeps them safe and shows up for them every single day. Even on the hardest days of my life, I always knew I had to keep showing up for myself. If this resonates with you, let me know. It's not easy to talk about it, but I think we all have something to learn from it.